What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome to the Marvel Illuminerdi Watch Party. And we're going to be watching the season finale for WandaVision. You guys ready? Because we are. I'm Braxton Timberlake. I'm going to be guiding us through this adventure we're going to go through for the next hour here. On my side, I got TC Contreras. Say what's up.
What's up? What's up, YouTube?
We've got one of our star writers at the Illuminerdi, Caitlin Tyrell. Say hi.
Hi.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Marvel. And we have Richard Nevins, another writer here at the Illuminerdi. How you doing, Rich?
What's up, guys? Crazy day today.
Isn't that true? Isn't that true? So first of all, guys, we're the Illuminerdi. We're independent media. So we want to encourage you guys to like, to subscribe, and all that stuff you do on YouTube. Super chat if you would like to hook us up. We could definitely use the support. We're trying to fight against the big guys in the industry here, so we're making moves. So just support community and independent media, and let's get into this WandaVision watch party. Now, first, I want to talk a little bit about last week and then what we're getting into this week. This is supposed to be the big episode that they've been hyping up for the entire year, where it's going to be in straight up MCU superhero adventure. It's what we've all been waiting for. So we're excited. There are a lot of expectations. Speaking of expectations, it's seeming like for the past couple of days that the director and the showrunner and Paul Bettany have been going around to all of the big industry outlets and kind of lowering expectations. I've never actually seen that happen for a Marvel project before, and it really seems that they're just trying to temper fans' enthusiasm about what to expect for this episode because we've had so many wild and crazy theories. So let's first talk about these expectations. Caitlin, what are your expectations for this show, for this final episode?
I probably don't have the same expectations that a lot of big Marvel comic super fans have, but I'm really hoping we're going to get a Vision versus Vision fight and that we're going to see Agatha kind of just go crazy and try to take over all of Wanda's powers, and maybe see Sword really try and invade the Hex and see all that. Those are the fights I'm really looking for, but I'm not expecting to see Mephisto or Nightmare or anything like that. I think those big theories are kind of what's freaked out the director.
Fair enough. CC, what are your expectations, your general expectations for the episodes?
WandaVision, you have a lot of explaining to do. Okay, I have a checklist here on my right of things that I want to see given to us on today's episode, and I'm going to be, just going through my checklist as the episode continues.
Give us a couple items off that list. I'm interested.
Okay, well, I want to know who the freaking aerospace engineer is that they've teased twice already, and it wasn't just wasn't even a subtle tweet, a subtle tease. She really kind of hyped this aerospace engineer up, so they got to give us that. And then I want to know who this Luke Skywalker-esque cameo is. I think I have predictions on who it's going to be, but
hold the predictions a little bit.
Okay. I want to know what's going on with Tyler Hayward. Is he, Nightmare, or is he Grim Reaper, or is he just a guy who's heading an organization? Who's in witness protection? Where's Mephisto? Yeah. Are Scarlet Witch's kids real or are they fake? What is Agatha's plan? Who is Quicksilver? Will Vision die again? And is White Vision actually Ultron? Okay, so I have a checklist of things that I want to see happen today.
Hey, let's try to answer them ourselves before the show happens, and then we'll see if the show does a good job of it itself. And so finally, Richard, what are you expecting for this episode?
Like I was saying last week, I kind of gave up expecting anything a few weeks ago just because you really have no idea what to expect. Like Caitlin was saying, I hope we get the Vision versus Vision fight. We're obviously going to get, Agatha versus Wanda. We're probably going to get Sword versus everybody in the Hex. We got to get some Monica stuff. I can't wait to see what happens with the kids. And I am just really, really hoping for not even much, just a little tease of what's coming in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Because they've said this show is connected to that movie. They've said that for the last 2 years. I want to see if they follow through with it in this show or if we have to wait until next year.
Hey, fair enough. Well, let's do a little of these pre-game predictions because I like this. And I like how you set us off, TC. So let's go through them one by one. First of all, one of the biggest points of controversy, one of the biggest points of writing for people in our industry and making videos has been Paul Bettany talking about this mysterious cameo that's going to blow everybody's mind in this final episode. So first, let's just go through one by one and see who do you think this cameo is, and then we'll kind of get more to what Paul Bettany's doing since then. So Richard, who do you think this big cameo is that he's talking about?
I have always been kind of on the Doctor Strange train. I actually did a thing a few weeks ago. I also write for the direct.com along with my work at the Illuminerdi. I did a whole feature for the direct, like 12 different people who it could have been. I had Doctor Strange on there. I had Captain Marvel, Magneto. I had a bunch of people, but I'm mostly leaning toward the Doctor Strange thing just because they're the two that are going to team up in the next movie.
Absolutely. Caitlin, what are your guesses for the Bettany cameo?
I agree. I think Doctor Strange is going to show up. I actually think Bettany was talking about himself.
It'd be funny if he was.
TC.
Okay, who do I want it to be, and who do I think it's going to be? Who I want it to be is Tobey Maguire, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Magneto,
right?
Someone out of crazy, right? But who I think it's going to be is Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I think Paul Bettany was talking about himself, and I think that it's just got away from him, and it seemed really cool. But then as the weeks went on, he kind of realized how into it people were, and he just wants us to keep our expectations low. But with that being said, Doctor Strange for sure is going to show up.
Yeah. Hey guys, by the way, we were talking about having to do this later. The episode's already up early.
Early.
Yeah, like I'm in it right now whenever we're ready.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah, somebody was saying in the chat, I actually want to thank who was it in the chat that said Patrick with an exclamation point. Said the episode dropped early, and Joe from the Illuminerdi confirmed it.
I must be worried about it crashing.
Right?
I queued it up just in case. It's ready to go whenever we're ready.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, okay, let's move on then. Let's go to the engineer. The engineer has been another big one. I'll go first. Initially, I thought it was probably going to be someone more kind of obscure or someone from Marvel that we haven't met, kind of like Blue Marvel or someone like that kind of made more sense. But since the weeks have been going on and realized that, we don't know how big of a Marvel fan Tiana Paris is. We don't know how deep her knowledge is about the universe and all that kind of things. I think it's going to be something more straightforward. And I think it's just going to be like a Skrull or the daughter that was her friend in Captain Marvel, something along those lines where it's going to connect it to the greater universe. But it's not going to be Reed Richards. Come on, I don't even know where that came from.
People want the Fantastic Four already.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wants to see the Fantastic Four like debut like that, anyways. But anyways, that's my thoughts.
Plus,
Caitlin,
they're ignoring the fact that Reed Richards is already in the show because Randall Park's in it.
Exactly.
I couldn't resist.
Caitlin, who do you think?
I honestly had no idea, but your idea about it being the Skrull daughter from Captain Marvel would be amazing. That's my pick now.
That would be super cool.
Who do you think, TC?
I think she actually said like it was a guy. So I think I don't know. I've seen the theories, and it's not going to be Reed Richards. I don't think it's going to be Hank Pym either. But maybe, hopefully, crossing fingers for an Adam Brashear. Can we get a Blue Marvel reference? Can we get Blue Marvel in the MCU finally?
The only thing I would say that I'm not sure if he'll show up. I think there was a casting call recently. I think it was for Captain Marvel 2 that was looking for I think it was a Michael B. Jordan, John Boyega type. That it seems like that would match
sounds like
really
Blue Marvel
well with Blue Marvel, exactly. And Tiana Paris has said she wanted to see that relationship happen eventually between Monica and Blue Marvel.
Makes sense to me. All right, well, let's go to the big bad because that's what everyone's saying. We got to get our final predictions so we could slap our foreheads later. Caitlin, so you already kind of explained a little bit, so you can just go ahead and just throw it out there, finish your prediction. Do you think there's going to be another big bad that's revealed in this episode, either in physical form or at least hinted?
I would say, if anything, teased in the post-credit scene, but beyond that, I mean, it's Hayward and Agatha right now. I think I don't see you being able to throw in a big bad and still answer all the questions we have. Like, that's just so much to do in probably less than an hour.
All right. Richard, who do you think is going to show up, or who do you think's not going to show up?
I'm with Caitlin. I don't think it's going to be anybody new. I'm more and more I'm leaning toward Agatha being like the big bad of this series. Like I said last week, maybe they'll tease something going forward, like in a post-credit scene, or maybe like at the very end of the episode, maybe Agatha was working for somebody. But I'm thinking it's gonna end up being Agatha, and Hayward's gonna have some problems to deal with too.
He's sketchy.
Oh yeah.
TC, what are your big bad predictions?
Not Mephisto, which the whole internet is saying is Mephisto, but if anybody,
it's all Mephisto.
Yeah, if anybody, I'm thinking Nightmare, but I actually think that Wanda is going to be the big bad at the end of this episode. I think they're setting up Wanda to become the Scarlet Witch. She's gonna be possessed by something, some book or something, and we're actually gonna get Wanda as like the villain in Doctor Strange 2. That's kind of what I want to happen. But yeah, as far as like who's pulling the strings now, I don't think they're going Mephisto. If they're gonna go in like the supernatural, then they're gonna go Nightmare. That's my prediction.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, after last week's episode, with the rabbit eating the fly or whatever that was, and all that kind of stuff, like the cockroach, yeah, whatever. It was a bird turned into a bird, right?
Yeah.
It was
whatever it was,
turned into a bird, back into a cockroach, and then eaten.
Whatever it wasn't a carrot.
No, it was not. That one, no carrot.
Right. So I mean, I said last week, and I'll just repeat again. Like, I don't think we're going to get a humanoid type of big bad that's going to show up. I think we're going to get hints, and I've long thought it's going to be Nightmare because I think that fits in better with Doctor Strange 2. So let's just keep it moving really quick. Quicksilver. Final predictions, guys. I'm still on that is Quicksilver from the Fox Universe train. Richard, what are you thinking?
I'm leaning maybe like Nicholas Scratch. I mean, there's a chance you're right. There's a chance it could be Quicksilver, but I'm leaning more like a Nicholas Scratch kind of thing. But I don't know. I can't predict it.
Well, who does, right?
Yeah.
We'll find out a little bit, right?
We'll find out.
Caitlin, what are you thinking? Have your thoughts changed on Quicksilver at all?
A little bit. I was thinking either Ralph or the agent that disappeared, because
The missing person.
Yeah, because Agatha showed that she can change what people look like, the cockroach trained to the bird. So maybe it's the sword agent that we never saw again. Just got
what you said, transmutation, right?
Right.
Yeah, transmutation, exactly.
Yeah. TC, final Quicksilver predictions.
So I want Vision to go and touch Quicksilver's head, and I want it to be, the real Quicksilver from Fox. I want him to be like, oh, how'd I end up here?
Yes.
Charles, where you at?
That'd be cool.
If it's just a troll, I hate it. Okay, if it's just like a wink to the audience, like, oh guys, we just casted Evan Peters for nothing, then I hate it. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right.
Fair enough. And then one thing we haven't talked about quite as much, what do we think is going to happen with the twins by the end of this episode? TC, you've already kind of put out your prediction about Wanda. A lot of people think that the twins are going to be the cause of her sorrow and pain. But for me personally, it's hard for me to imagine Disney killing kids. So I think they're going to make it out somehow, some way, whether Wanda knows it or she doesn't. And I'm thinking that she probably won't know that they made it out. What are you thinking, TC?
Oof, this is difficult. I think that if they disintegrate and they're not really real, then she's gonna go crazy, and I think that's gonna lead to her just becoming more powerful. So I think that they're not gonna be real.
Richard, what are you thinking?
I'm actually leaning more toward that they are real. I think they'll maybe be one of the only ones to make it out, because you look at what Marvel's doing for Phase 4, the Young Avengers are coming. Wiccan and Speed are part of the Young Avengers in the comics. They're big parts of the Young Avengers. I don't think they would introduce two characters like that and then just kill them off at the end of the series. Again, I could be wrong, but I think they're gonna make it out somehow.
Fair enough. Caitlin, what are you thinking about the twins?
I think kind of a combination of the two. I think they are they're gonna disappear, disintegrate, and Wanda's gonna think they're gone, and even maybe we think they're gone. But like Brandon was talking about a little bit last week, they pop up down the line and it's like, oh wait, that's them.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be something similar to that, because like with Vision kind of just not being actually Vision, it leads to that question, are they real? And I think that Richard has a very good point. They have to be real just based on the Young Avengers stuff. But I feel like for Wanda to really lose it, she has to lose the twins and she's got to lose Vision.
At least she has to think she does.
Right.
There you go. Okay, well, speaking of Vision, we've been teased the Vision on Vision fight. That's what everyone thinks is going to happen. I mean, it makes the most sense. One, who's going to win that battle between the Westview Vision and the Out of the Hex Vision? And how do we think that that's going to end up being resolved? Let's go with you, Richard. You're a great Marvel Comics philosopher.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure that there's going to be a winner per se. I think if there's any chance that Vision survives outside of the Hex, I've been thinking maybe they find a way to transfer like his consciousness from inside the Hex into the new Vision's body, into White Vision's body. So maybe that's the way they save Vision. But like I said, I don't think there maybe will be a winner of that fight.
Fair enough. TC, what are you thinking?
I kind of agree with Richard. I think they'll just kind of battle it out. I do think that, I don't know, I'm just on this Ultron thing with this new Vision just because of stupid James Spader's voice being as like the credits or whatever. But yeah, eventually I think they're going to use that body to get Vision's consciousness into, White Vision. But okay, you're making me pick a winner, so I'm going White Vision.
Ooh, that's going to be sad. Caitlin, what are you thinking?
I think White Vision wins.
Ooh, sounds like
the whole story is look at the trauma Wanda goes through. I don't see it being like, oh no, you win this time.
I hate saying it. You may have a good point.
I think that White Vision is going to win the physical battle, but our Vision is going to win the war, if that makes sense. And I think that he's going to end up sacrificing himself for him and his family. And I think that I do think TC, and also a little bit what you said, Richard, I think that we are eventually going to get Vision will return in the white body somehow. Maybe not in this series, or maybe not in the next movie, but maybe way down the line. But he'll have total amnesia, and that would be like the tragedy of it all. He'll sacrifice
like he did at the beginning
himself.
Of this series.
Yeah, but he sacrificed himself for his family. They can go on in the universe, and then that's the tragedy of it. So I think that's what's going to end up happening.
Also, shout out to Joe in the chat. Snooper's gonna snoop.
All right, and then finally, I have another interesting question for you guys. So we know this goes right to Doctor Strange #2. From San Diego Comic-Con, from that point on, Kevin Feige even mentioned WandaVision is going to go right into this. Things have changed a lot since then. The release schedule has been moved around. WandaVision was originally supposed to be the second series to debut, not the first. So there's a lot of things that moved. Black Widow hasn't come out at all. So given that we get a stinger scene, or post-credit scene for this, do you think we'll get a post-credit scene for Doctor Strange 2? Do we think we'll get one for Spider-Man 3? Or do you think we'll get a post-credit scene for Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Let's go with Caitlin first. What do you think we'll get a post-credit scene for?
I think we're gonna have 2, and I think we're gonna get Doctor Strange 2, and I would really love it if we had something with Monica. Kind of being like Captain Marvel stuff.
Captain Marvel. Okay.
Not necessarily like directly what's going to happen, but maybe because there's been so much tension with her and Captain Marvel, and we've seen her have these negative reactions, but we've also seen that every time something happens, like when she's getting her powers or when she comes back from the blip, she can hear Captain Marvel's voice. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but I really want something leading into that.
Hey, fair enough. TC, what are you thinking? What do you put your money on?
I agree with Caitlin. I think it's going to be something to do with Doctor Strange 2. I think that Marvel's kind of keeping everything Spider-Man 3 under wraps. So, and I mean, if it's Doctor Strange showing up in a mid-credit scene, like that could happen. I want him to be in the actual episode, but I mean, that could happen. So I'm going with Doctor Strange 2.
Fair enough. Richard, what are your guesses for a post-credit scene?
I have a couple thoughts. I very much agree with Caitlin and TC on the Doctor Strange thing. I just think it's inevitable that he's going to show up. The Captain Marvel thing would be interesting. I actually didn't even think about her as a possibility as maybe that Luke Skywalker level cameo. That could be what ends up being in this episode. You know, maybe some kind of the tension gets started between Monica and Carol. Although I think the coolest thing, my last thought, would be not even just a tease for it, just a little text saying Wanda Maximoff will return in Spider-Man No Way Home or something. Or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Either way.
No, fair enough. I mean, that's really why I was asking, because for a while I've been thinking that they're gonna pull. I actually like the idea that Caitlin have two different post-credit stingers, and if they do it that way, because we're definitely getting something for Doctor Strange too, but really Doctor Strange is ways off. But Spider-Man is coming this year, so that's why I'm thinking that we might get something that might reflect over there. And we even had Elizabeth Olsen kind of like make a weird tease about Spider-Man too. So
yeah.
I'm gonna put my money on there since no one's putting their money on it. I'm putting my money down, Spider-Man. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's get that
exclusive.
Do you think she would show up in the actual like Spider-Man movie or in a post-credit scene for the Spider-Man movie?
I think she would show up in the post-credit scene.
Okay.
To set up Doctor Strange too.
Right.
I could see that. If she's in Spider-Man 3, it's not going to be long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even imagine her being in the main body of the movie.
There's no room.
But right, yeah, exactly. Right.
They'll just show up and
literally,
like,
right?
Sorry, I caused all this. Okay, bye.
Right, you know?
Sorry, my bad.
And then kind of on that same strand, is this the last of Agatha Harkness? Are we going to get to see the good Agatha Harkness later on? Is she going to show up in Doctor Strange too? What are you guys thinking? Is she going to be the ultimate supervillain?
I think Marvel has kind of a problem with killing off villains too early. I think they did that with Killmonger. They did that with Thanos. I still think Thanos should not have been gone. He should have been like trapped somewhere.
Obadiah.
Yeah. So I hope not. I hope they keep her around because I think she's really cool. I like her acting, and Agatha just seems like a cool character. And it should be fun to have around, in future Doctor Strange movies even. So.
Absolutely. Caitlin, what do you think? Is this the end of Agatha?
Oh, I hope it's not the end. I also hope she's never really the good Agatha.
Oh, wait, expand on that a little bit.
I love, she's so messed up and I love it. And how she's just being so sarcastic to Wanda while they're going through all of Wanda's traumas. It's she's so judgmental about the fact that Wanda and Pietro joined Hydra. And it's you just killed your mom. I just love how snarky she is. So at most I would want kind of an anti-hero where she's almost on a probation thing where she kind of has to train Wanda, but she's really annoyed about it. She's why are you so bad at this?
Just doesn't want to be here.
Right? She's only doing it so she's not totally locked up in prison or killed or something. That's the farthest I would want with that, because I just love how snarky and how just done with Wanda she is. Because especially in the last episode, she's God, you're so annoying. Why can't you just tell me what I want to know?
Also, she killed Sparky, so unredeemable.
Oh,
unforgivable.
That's so unredeemable.
Are we going to get an explanation of that this episode?
Even if we do, there's no forgiving her for it.
There's no coming back.
No, there's no coming back from killing a puppy.
I think she did it to test Wanda's ability to bring something back to life.
Yeah, that could have been.
Because we all assumed that she brought Vision back to life. I'm sure that Agatha thought the same thing.
Right.
She was shocked that Wanda could do chaos magic, so I don't see her being oh, she probably just made Vision.
Yeah.
Right. For me, with Agatha Harkness, I want her to stick around. It is hard for me to imagine her becoming a quote unquote a good person. On the good side, but I think they really set her up for being sympathetic now. You understand her backstory and her history. Also, to me, she seems like less of a villain than she did after episode 7. I think that I could see where she's coming from. If almost like a Baron Mordo, you can't be doing this with magic. You're going too far. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting what they do with her character, especially with the popularity of her. I'm sure they assume that she'd be popular, but I'm sure it's way above what their expectations were. So
they didn't see this coming.
Her song was #1 on iTunes.
Right?
As
Seriously?
it served to
on the
me. That was
soundtrack.
amazing.
Yeah.
Is she gonna show up in Doctor Strange too? Like for me, the more I think about it, it's harder for me to imagine her not being in it now.
I want her to have some history with Strange. I want Strange to show up and be like, "Oh, what's up, Agatha?" Like they know
You
each other.
again.
Yeah, like she's like, oh man, you're here.
Oh no.
Now we're talking good predictions for the episode. Oh, I like that.
That'd be great. Right.
Well, hey, you guys want to give it a shot?
I
Let's
just
do
really
it.
quickly wanted to ask what you guys think would happen with Hayward.
Ooh.
I think that he's not gonna last past this series.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that there's nothing there's no like corners to really grab onto, and he just seems like a placeholder. That's what he feels like to me. It feels like a placeholder till Monica gets her job back.
I only asked because I was talking to Brandon, who was on here last week about it earlier, and it just, to me, it was so weird how Monica was so trusting of him. And I rewatched the whole series earlier today, and at first you're kind of like, okay, you were traumatized by everything that happened when they disappeared. I'll give you a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. And that very quickly went away because you're like, nope, you're just really doing bad stuff. And Brandon pointed out a possibility that sounded very cool. I don't know if it would happen, but what if he's a Skrull and it's kind of a lead into Secret Invasion?
That could be something. I didn't even think about that, but that's a good idea.
That's a reason to keep him around. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
That's a reason to keep him around. So interestingly enough, the last episode is called the series finale. How meta is that?
Oh my god! Wow, that's great.
Pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
All right, we ready to do this?
Yeah, looks like it's almost a 50-minute episode. So let's all cue it up to the beginning. And give it a chance to buffer.
All right.
All of our questions will be answered.
Or
here's hoping.
They won't. All right, you guys ready?
They won't.
I think they're going to leave a lot hanging.
Well, before we start then, what would you be okay with them leaving open-ended? Because there's some things we need answers to. But there's some things that like we could answer in another property.
Yeah, I mean, I think the director said in an interview that they're kind of going to wrap up the Westview stuff, which makes sense to me. Leaving that open, you're kind of like, we can't really revisit that in a way that makes sense. I think they're going to leave a lot of stuff with Wanda open, though. I think they're going to leave stuff with the twins open. And I feel like either Vision's just going to be done or they're going to leave it kind of open. I don't think we're going to have like a nice resolution other than, oh, he died.
Yeah, no, that could be.
So I feel like the main characters are going to have kind of this, like, oh, they can continue on with their story, especially Wanda. I mean, we know she goes into the Doctor Strange movie. So I feel like if we really wrap up stuff beyond the Westview aspect of the story, it's like, where do we go with her then?
Fair enough, yeah.
I'm really interested in how they're going to continue to make Wanda feel redeemable. Because she's at a point where everyone's with her and everyone feels sorry for her. But when you take a step back and start to think about what's really happening, what she's really doing, it's actually pretty villainous. So it's going to be interesting to see how far they really push it.
Yeah. I think at first when she kind of didn't know what was going on, you're like, okay, well, it's not on you. You were just, the grief and sadness and love just overwhelmed you. But the second she was figuring it out, you're like, okay, dude, no, come on.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
Right?
Yeah.
Part of it.
But either way, I can't wait to find out.
So, all right, let's do it. So, Josh, hopefully you're getting the timer ready. The four of us are ready, right?
Yep.
Right. I've turned off the YouTube comments because I know someone's just going to jump in there and say something. So
you're good to go. Rich is on it. All right, you ready? So 1, 2, 3, and play. Let's get this going.
Let's do this. Okay. Oh, we're going to get something to this. Super's going to snoop.
Illuminerdi. This is chaos magic. That makes you the Scarlet Witch.
I feel like that's going to be the Doctor Strange thing that pulls him in. The Scarlet Witch thing.
That very well could.
Because I'm
Yeah,
sure
I mean-
he's heard of it.
Yeah.
He's well studied, so he better have.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. He's probably
Like,
read
what?
every book in Commertage by now.
I mean, speaking of that, he might be coming for that missing book.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
So good. All right.
Which would you choose?
My powers work out here as a dead. Oh dear. Counting on it.
Oh,
Ouch.
oh, taken out.
Oh wait, we're staying with you. Let the name other boys. Now.
Oof. Nice. Oh, jeez.
Take power from the undeserved.
Oh.
Legitimate thing.
What the heck?
What the?
Yeah, it's like the
Oh,
witch trial.
right?
You're clearly in over your little red head. So why don't you surrender your magic to someone who knows what to do with it? And I'll let you keep this pathetic little corner of the world all to yourself.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Wow. Solid.
damn.
Oh! Oh, damn.
Smart.
I told you that Buick's a piece of crap.
The Buick returns.
Guess she's on the parking spot.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's straight Wizard of Oz right
Yeah,
That's
Wizard
what
of
I was
Oz.
thinking.
That's Wicked Witch of the frickin' West. Oh, jeez.
He's-
Is it
Oh,
the
no,
White
that's...
Vision? Oh, yeah,
that's
it is
White
White
Vi-
Vision.
He's not gonna know her.
Oh, my God.
Wait, where's like Hex Vision? Wasn't he
Yeah.
flying here?
He flew out of the truck from Darcy in episode 7.
Right. Shouldn't he be here by now?
We
Right.
don't know like when in the timeline that was though.
Mm.
Right. What the hell's going to happen here?
Ooh.
He knows her?
Creepy. Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Oh!
No.
Oh, dude,
He's
really?
trying to cross her skull.
Yeah.
Oh,
There he is!
oh, damn.
Yes!
Yes!
Right.
He didn't see that coming.
I don't think she means fix it the way that Vision wants.
Coming out like the Terminator.
I love her.
Yeah, that's very Terminator-esque. Look at that.
Oh, that is super. That is so
Nice.
Terminator. Let's fight for it. Oh! Oh, this is going to be good.
We're like 5 minutes in. Oh no.
What the fuck?
Hey, is that the same house as in Days of Future? No.
What is he doing?
We resolve this peacefully. Wanda Maximoff must be neutralized. You must be destroyed. I know that.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Superhero landing.
Oh, hi. Hi. Nice to
my
Nice to
favorite
see you,
Oh
Sword.
no! Jimmy Woo!
mission objective.
It's overloaded, sir. I can't get anything through.
Still under control.
As far as I can tell, we still are.
Never be able to cover this up.
I won't have to. Wanda canceled her show, so there's no footage proving there was ever more.
Now, there's Sword HQ security tape and evidence of tampering, no doubt.
No one's gonna care once I've eliminated Wanda Maximoff. The Vision who emerges from the Westview rubble is the same one she illegally tried to bring back to life. They'll thank me for recovering such a valuable asset. You could be a part of that victory, Jimmy.
God, you suck.
If only you had a little more
No.
vision.
Wow.
Really?
Good one, Hayward. Hey, I'm convinced. Trouble is, my friends at Quantico will probably have something to say about your plan when they arrive inside the hour.
Jimmy Woo, nice.
Woo!
Am I?
We're done here.
Yeah, Woo upped the awesome factor to like an 11 just in this scene.
Right?
Damn!
Yes.
Nice!
Oh, I love Jimmy Woo.
Close up magic.
Hey, I've got a situation here inside the hour.
She's still controlling all that. That's
How's
crazy.
she gonna get him off the street?
Right?
Just the messenger.
Wow.
Well, that's creepy.
It's not a good joke, man.
No, it isn't.
Wanda, you've never been up against another witch before. You know there's an entire ship loaded to you in the dark hole.
The fuck Darkhold.
They went Darkhold.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
god!
Born, she is forged. She has no coven, no need for incantation.
I'm not a witch. I don't cast spells. No one taught me magic.
Your power exceeds that of the sorcerer supreme.
There we go.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Destiny to destroy.
I'm not what you say I am.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh, that's Dottie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Body. I have a daughter. She's 8. She can be ready. Like necessary.
Oh.
If you could just let her. If I could just hold her, please.
Oh god.
What are you doing to her? You're making her say this. She's your meat puppet. I just cut her strings.
Jeez.
they're all. Wanda
She's
knew this.
doing what Vision did.
Yeah.
There's Herb and Norm.
Not really.
Nope. Oh,
It's like the
jeez.
worst moment.
What the hell? Is this frat boy Pietro? Yep, frat boy Pietro.
That room looked familiar, but I
He
guess
said
not.
Mrs. Yes, that's Ralph.
That's who- Yep. Pietro's Ralph. Here we go.
Ralph Bonner.
Yes!
Oh, all right, all right.
Dude.
How's he got the speed?
Oh, what's
Oh.
that?
What is that?
So she can see that.
Well, we found out who Ralph is. Oh, this is like classic Vision right here.
Getting that Superman action.
Right?
We've got to go.
They're all pissed.
I don't think they're pissed.
Follow Mama. Not to come back here ever. I'm exhausted.
I don't know what's going on.
They're desperate.
We have your nightmares. I've kept you safe in here. You feel everything. Your grief is poisoning us.
What the hell? Oh my god.
She's not gonna kill everybody.
She can't. There's no way.
Why would you all yell at the person that's controlling you?
Look at her hand.
You won't let us go. Just let us die. I will let you go.
Okay.
Stopping you. Use your power and do it now. Heroes don't torture people.
Facts.
Right? Jeez. Oh. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
You breaking the hex or what?
Yeah. She's opening the hex.
So they can leave, but she can keep Vision.
Oh my
She's gonna
god.
hold that for a while because they need to go get their kids,
Right?
And they're running, which can't be very fast.
right?
Yeah. They're all just normal people. What if
I love
mean-
Sword. Sword isn't like, let's go help the people, let's get them out of there. They're like, this is our moment, let's go kill her.
Sounds
Right?
like the military to me.
Yeah. Okay, this is awesome. Oh.
Ooh. Oh no,
Oh no.
He's stronger.
because the hex is broken.
Oh no, 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 no. Here we go.
Oh man, this is bad.
This is not. Oh. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're gonna go to.
Oh no. Jeez.
Wow.
This is messed up.
She closes it. Wow.
I mean, what would you do?
Did they all get out?
Oh no, the FBI comes now.
Doctor Strange is gonna come save her
Oh.
kids, man.
Oh no. Is she taking her magic?
Yep.
Holy
Gross.
grass.
Oh, sweet.
And
Darn.
sword. Nice.
Great.
What are they gonna do?
Seriously.
Shoot him.
Hello, Incredibles. I've been thinking that ever since that picture came out.
Aren't they like 2 days old?
Something like that.
How would they prepare them?
Maybe a week tops.
No, this whole thing only happens in like a week, week and a half.
Well, that's nice of him to give him an explanation.
Well, he can
Yeah,
turn it on him, maybe destroy yourself because you are the Vision.
He didn't sugarcoat it.
Uh-oh, Man of Steel.
Save Wanda.
Oh, you! I swear to God, if that happened.
There we go. He's gonna
Oh boy.
trickery.
Oh jeez.
Same story, different century. There'll always be torches and pitchforks, babies like us.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Okay.
Handle the military. Mommy will be.
Mommy will be right back.
How do you fight a magic stealer?
Oh.
Handle the military.
Oh.
That's easy.
Nice.
You did not just try to
Oh.
shoot a child.
Oh damn.
Whoa.
Oh. Nice. Go Tommy.
You just emptied your clip at children and your coworker.
Yeah, Hayward's gonna have to die real soon. He just shot at 2 10-year-olds.
Right?
Oh!
Yes!
Yes!
Darcy for the win!
This guy should be in prison. Yeah.
I love Darcy.
You too. Naturally.
This is the thing Brandon was so afraid of.
Huh.
No. Mm.
Huh. Mm.
Disabused.
Oh boy. What's he gonna do?
Same thing he's been doing to everyone.
Right? Whoa. Okay.
He went into his
Whoa.
body. Transference.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh boy.
He woke him up.
Nice.
Now we don't need Hex Vision.
Oh.
I can't believe I was right on that. Oh! Oh, there we go.
Finally, Wanda on the offensive.
Some Age of Ultron stuff right here.
Right back there.
Nice.
Called that.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Don't kill her. Please don't kill her.
No, that's too kind. We're just gonna torture in her mind forever. Uh-oh. That's a turn.
It's very twisty.
You are the Scarlet Witch.
Told you so.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
Wow. How did Agnes turn that around?
Power isn't your problem. Knowledge.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yes.
Oh, damn.
Let's go.
Sorry, Agatha.
A million screen grabs happening right now.
Right?
Yep. Oh, man.
Don't do it. There we go.
There we go. Eh. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
You do it.
Come on, Wanda.
This is awesome.
What is her plan?
Right?
why does her hand keep doing that?
Because when Agatha steals magic, it decays you.
Jeez.
She's throwing them like Super Mario fireballs.
Right?
I think she's trying to overpower her. She's...
Oh, my God.
Yikes.
Is she
What is she doing?
just making Agatha stronger or what?
Giving her more than she can eat.
Overloading her?
That's
She's
what
like,
I think.
you want some cake? I'm gonna keep feeding you. I'm gonna keep feeding
Yeah,
you.
she's gonna be all decrepit. No.
Oh, my God.
About our deal. Once cast, spell can never be changed. This world will always be just like
You.
Uh-oh.
Wrong thing to say, buddy.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Strange. It's got to be Strange.
I don't know.
What's going on? Oh,
Chaos.
she's coming back.
Yep. It's her world, man.
Agnes is just living it. Oh,
Runes! She made runes! Oh, that's awesome!
Literally her.
You taught her something.
It's her world.
oh my God.
We did get Agatha the teacher. Nice.
I love the old turning her words against her thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, is she gonna do it?
I don't know if you can come back from this one, buddy.
Oh my God. Oh!
Are we gonna get the outfit?
Yep.
Is this the outfit reveal?
Oh, this is it. This has got to be it.
Oh, Agatha's just gonna like disappear.
Holy crap.
This much power. This has to be what draws Doctor Strange.
Oh my God.
Yes!
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 Yeah, let's go.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
That looks
What did she do?
freaking amazing.
That was incredible.
Agatha, we need more explanation. You sound scared.
She seems a little nervous.
Right?
Dude. Oh.
Accent. Love it.
You can be a normal Westview person.
Nosy neighbor.
Oh. She's just gonna trap her there.
But with no neighbors? I'll know where to find you. Yes.
Wow.
I so hope we get her back now.
Wow. That's messed up.
I mean, what else could she do?
Right?
And I think she's coming back. We're gonna have to see her again.
Yeah.
Good.
Right?
I'll be seeing.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, she kind of made a friend, sorta.
A little bit. Oh my God.
I thought that was the end credit thingy. Whew.
I think those looked better as circus tents.
car.
So does she not need to keep the hex up to keep Agatha as Agnes?
Right.
Maybe she's too powerful now. She don't need to.
So what? That's a major splaining.
This can't last. She can't live like this.
Can't live like this, Wanda.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're right, she can't live like this, and neither can they. Chaps.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Is the hex slowly like
Yeah, it's closing in.
closing in?
Yeah.
They're gonna disappear.
Yep.
Oh no. They're not gonna make it.
Yeah, this is some Titanic vibes.
I hope they're not in pain this time.
Thanks for choosing
Right.
me.
Can she keep the picture at least?
Seriously.
If she eventually does have kids, they're gonna look like that, right? They'll come back.
I would think so.
I think they're gonna pop back up.
I'd be shocked if they don't. Oh my god. This is that scene from the trailers.
That's wow. Put a finale scene in a trailer. That's new. He shouldn't be able to do that.
Right?
Body but not human now. Ain't real. We have sick of it before. So it stands to reason.
We'll say hello again.
Oh my god.
Can't she keep the house? Just them in the house.
So watch him die again.
It's messed up, man.
At least it's not in agony this time.
So long,
God.
She's gonna get arrested.
She might. Oh, they
Ooh.
all hate her.
Or
Oof.
mobbed.
Oh, it's a death stare right there. Jeez.
I mean, it was a week.
Well deserved. That's
Shit happens.
Right? It wasn't like it was years.
They probably feel violated.
Yeah.
Never know sacrifices. Stay in town. Here you go.
She understands you too well.
She gets it.
It's a very cool parallel between them.
Yeah. They both lost everything.
I don't understand this power.
Here we go.
Better book it if you're gonna learn.
She's not staying. She's like, peace.
Oh! The
Nice.
outfit again. The outfit again.
I hope we see those two again in the future.
Monica and Wanda.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Oh my god, that looks so cool. Wow. No, please stand by.
So she didn't go crazy. Her crazy was the show, but she didn't go full on crazy at the end of it.
No. You know, maybe everybody will just kind of see her as a villain, and maybe she won't actually be the villain.
Well, she might want to get her hands on the Darkhold to figure out what it knows about her, which could be one of those things where it's like, well, if she is this, obviously she's evil.
Yeah. Also, does this confirm Shield to be not canon now because they use the Darkhold too?
Oh yeah. Maybe Agatha stole it.
No
Maybe.
aerospace engineer yet. There we go.
Nope.
We're gonna get in the post credit. He's gonna show up.
I think it was just that. I think it was just that military person we saw back, like way back.
It probably was. But I mean, we're definitely getting a post-credit scene. I mean,
think we
maybe
get
two.
Are we getting 2 or 1? Yeah.
I'm leaning toward 2. And
Wait. Who's the
Pie-
witness?
well, Pietro was Ralph. We know that.
Yeah, but he was an actor. He wasn't. Was he the witness too?
I don't know, but okay. All right, WandaVision.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Yes.
Solid. Oh, nice.
Darcy like locks down Hayward and then goes, "I'm out."
They're asking for you in the theater, they say. Okay. What is this? Okay. What's happening?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Nick Fury. Nice.
Ah.
Oh, damn. Hey, good call on the scroll thing, whoever called that.
That was Brandon.
Oh, man. And he's not even here to celebrate.
Right?
Son of a gun.
Are we
So
getting
that's
another
Nick.
one?
Wait, so that's Nick Fury calling, like
Right.
standing for it, right?
Yeah.
So-
Fury.
Do you think that leads
So-
into Captain Marvel 2 or into
Your
Secret
Captain-
It
Invasion?
has to.
No, that's your Captain Marvel 2's prediction, 100%.
Cool.
Oh, man.
Do you think she could be part of Secret Invasion though, since she's gonna meet with Fury?
Could
Oh, that's
be.
true. Secret Invasion's falling before Captain Marvel 2?
I don't remember.
Secret Invasion's supposed to come out, I think, before Captain Marvel 2. Because
Okay.
Captain Marvel 2 is in November of 22, and they don't have a date for Secret Invasion yet, but I think it's somewhere in the middle.
Then I would guess she pops up in Secret Invasion and that leads into Captain Marvel 2. For her.
And
No,
Sure.
necessarily
she
the-
almost has to be a supporting character in that because the sword and like finishing up her storyline with going back to sword and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, God, I love the MCU. We are friggin' back.
Yo.
There's still 5 minutes left.
The credits are so long on this show.
Right? And I'm gonna catch up on everybody in the chat, and thank you guys so much for joining us in the chat. So we got, let's see, the costume for Wanda was dope. Yes, it was.
Yes. That was amazing.
Let's see. Heads up, there's 2 post-credit scenes. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, let me
Cool.
get the headphone back on then. Thanks for the heads up.
I'm so upset Evan Peters isn't Quicksilver.
Yeah.
I'm really confused about the witness that Jimmy Woo is there for.
Yeah. Where TF did White Vision go? He just dipped.
Yeah, we're
He needs to go like think about all of this for a while.
Right?
Well, so Vision's not gone because he remembers. He might not have the emotion,
Not at all.
but he remembers.
Right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Mountains.
this has to be
Lake.
strange. Secluded. Working on his magic. Please.
What are you? Okay, zooming.
Richard, what are you doing?
Okay.
She's training with him.
Where is she?
I'm gonna guess Norway or something like that.
Somewhere in Europe or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's in Sokovia.
It looks not sad enough.
Yeah, that's fair. Whoa.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is some Doctor
She
Strange
has
stuff.
the Darkhold. Oh!
Oh my God.
That's why she breaks it. Whoa.
Okay. So she's going to use the Darkhold to try to bring Dilly and Tommy back.
I would break the universe for that.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Dude.
So we didn't see Doctor Strange.
No, we
No.
didn't see any like crazy cameo.
That's okay, I think.
Interesting.
Zoom in and enhance Richard. Oh my God. Is that where Hulk was hiding out from us?
Oh, it looks like Hulk's cabin.
I don't know that she would go somewhere that people could find her.
Yeah, she's
I
probably so off the grid right now.
Yeah, she's secluded, trying
Yeah.
to learn the Darkhold.
So
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think that Scarlet Witch was like a manifestation of her mind almost? Like she's multitasking type thing? Because otherwise,
Well-
why is one of them just drinking tea?
Well,
I think it's kind of like
that kind of looked like some astral form stuff, like
Yeah.
what Doctor Strange was doing.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like she's living in a different timeline right there, so she could just take thousands of years of reading within however long she's just sitting there chilling out.
Relaxing, yeah, trying to
Yeah.
get herself better.
Am I wrong, or
she's-
are you not supposed to read the Darkhold?
You're probably right about that.
Like,
I would assume so, just because it's called the Darkhold.
I got that's like, it's the Book of the Damned, and Wanda's like, meh, it's fine.
It makes me think. There was this line from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I remember. It wasn't about the Dark Force, but I remember Coulson was saying, harnessing the power of something called Dark Force, and nothing bad ever happens when you work with something called Dark Force.
It's definitely dark magic, so
Yeah. So
Well, it's going along that line. Like you could already kind of see the confrontations getting set up because at the end of Doctor Strange, Mordo's whole thing was to get rid of not just sorcerers, but people that are using dark magic. So you could see how it's going to set up like a multitude of conflicts.
yeah. Well, with the multiverse coming into play too, I mean that's gonna be nuts.
Do you think
Well,
she's
let's talk-
carrying like them from a different universe?
The
Billy and
kids?
Tommy. Yeah.
Well, let's pull back even from that a little bit. Like I was really surprised that like everyone was predicting that the multiverse would be broken up or it's going to set up Spider-Man. It literally didn't happen.
Nope.
Like at all.
Yeah.
That's like actually fascinating. Like a lot of things that people thought were going to happen, Marvel was like,
Didn't happen.
no, not yet.
You know what?
my
I don't mind it,
my
honestly.
checklist here. I really didn't.
Yeah. Let's go through your checklist. See what actually happened.
Absolutely.
Aerospace engineer. Nope.
Nada.
Luke Skywalker cameo. Nope.
Nada.
Who is Tyler Hayward? He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
He's just a douche.
Who is in witness protection?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Where is Mephisto?
Nowhere to be found right now.
Unavailable. Are Scarlet Witch's kids real? We got that answered. Her kids
Yes, we did. They're
weren't-
not. Well,
I
sort
don't
of.
No, well,
because
Sort
we
of.
just heard them.
We heard them at the end.
manifestations.
their souls were real.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
souls were real. So that's interesting.
Who is Quicksilver? We found out that it's just
Ralph.
Ralph. And is White Vision actually Ultron? No, he's
No.
not. No.
So let's go back to Quicksilver real quick. Kevin Feige straight up just like trolled the whole Marvel universe. Huh?
Yeah, that sounds pretty Feige to me.
I don't actually think so though, man. Like it kind of seems like it just seems like I don't know, like
That's like not a good troll.
yeah, exactly. I don't know how I'm
Yeah.
trying to say that, but exactly, like that's not how
The
like
troll that gets everybody's hopes up and then just doesn't deliver.
I
yeah,
like
it's
this.
like come
I
back
like
with me.
this.
I got some cake. I got some cake, and you come back and like I just got a bag of rocks.
Oh,
Not
What you
even
gonna do?
sort of food, not like Brussels
mean-
sprouts. Nope, rocks.
Just a bag of rocks. It's like
I like this
You
comment
know,
from
like,
Toku
what?
Kid. This entire show was Wanda goes through therapy to become the person she was being held back from being by grief and depression.
Yeah,
but she's still
Pretty
depressed and grieving at the end though.
yeah.
Very much so.
I think it's that. I think he's a very good point. I also think it's that it was holding her back from like her full power, which maybe she shouldn't have tapped into. Even Agatha's like, "Oh, you don't know what you just did."
Like
Everyone knows sometimes you're not supposed to go full witch. Everyone knows that.
I mean, that's what pretty much this whole series led to, just her becoming the Scarlet Witch, basically.
this was like the second Scarlet Witch origin story.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost like that before it was the Wanda Maximoff origin story, and now it's the Scarlet Witch origin story.
I was literally just gonna say that. So like everything in the Infinity Saga was the Wanda Maximoff origin story. WandaVision is the Scarlet Witch origin story.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I'm
They
glad
should've-
I'm glad that they didn't kill off Agatha, and they just put her somewhere. You know, they can always go back to her.
for safekeeping. Yeah.
Yes, I hope we see her again in
They have to go back to her.
anything.
They
Also,
have to go
no-
back to her because she's
no
a magic
shade.
exposition machine.
No Shay, we did not see Wolverine running on the screen. I don't know what you're going at.
I wish I would have seen
from the
Wolverine
Illuminerdi.
on the screen.
Like just a random person that's Wolverine, or like Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Like, that guy sort of looks like Wolverine. That's Wolverine.
Oh man.
So, guys, this Evan Peters casting is just fascinating to me because,
Right?
like, they set it up, like, this whole multiverse is set up to, in my opinion anyway, to bring over some of the Fox characters just to give them kind of like their last hurrah in this, like, multiverse thingy. And then eventually, you know, of course I don't want like the Fox X-Men to be canon as part, you know, the new X-Men. No, like eventually we're going to get, we want new, fresh characters, Wolverine, a fresh Magneto and stuff like that. But
Maybe
I thought
in series
that
like the Mutants.
right. I thought this first
Wow, what a
Quicksilver
segue.
team was going to lead.
I couldn't resist.
Let's not bury the lead. Yeah, the Mutants.
Yeah, no, that we were talking about this before we started. I mean, when Brax gave me that news to write up earlier today, I mean, that just absolutely. So
do you think they're going to shy away from the name X-Men, or are they going to say that in the actual show? They're going to discover the name?
Just based off the information that we have, which is literally just the information we have, is Kevin Feige is producing something called The Mutants. It's
an X-Men reboot.
Yes, an X-Men reboot. Exactly, Brax. I think they're gonna what I think they're gonna do, just based off my own thoughts, I think they're gonna do the whole mutant mythology, like maybe explore where the mutants have been, or maybe do their origin story or something within the MCU, and maybe they'll set up the X-Men like by the end of that project going into other ones for the future. But I like that the mutants sounds like they're going to go into more than just the X-Men. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Right. I think
I mean,
go ahead, Brax.
no, you're good. You're good.
I'll say I think that eventually they're going to lead into, you know, from the mutants they'll discover the X gene maybe, and then that'll bring about the name later.
Right.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is like setting up the allegory for like what X-Men's really about. You know what I mean? It's really about like it's about class, it's about, you know, races, it's about a new species on Earth essentially, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it really set up the social aspect of it, because I mean, if you really think about it, X-Men is just like a very, 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 very specific small sect of a huge population, right? So I mean, I think it'd be interesting if they just introduce maybe some people that are in X-Men, maybe some people that aren't, and you follow these different characters. Because I think we might have talked about it before, where I doubt that with the mutants film that they're developing, that's the first time we're going to end up seeing mutants. I doubt, you know what I mean? I think we're going to be introduced to other characters before we even get to that point.
Well, Eternals, don't you think that would set it up?
That could help.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Eternals, my theory with Eternals is that it's just the deviants versus the Eternals, and the deviant gene is going to end up being the X gene, and I think it's going to be one of those things where, like, kind of like Captain Marvel, where you thought the Skrulls were going to be the bad guys, and the whole movie, I think you're going to think that the deviants are actually the bad guys, but you're just going to find out that they're misunderstood, and that's what's going to lead to the genetic variation later on.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's all gonna tie in together. So I mean, I think that what he's doing is like seeding the mythology, and I've seen people in the comments actually made an interesting comment about the mutants title in particular, because that's originally what Stan Lee wanted X-Men to be called. So it's really, it comes full circle,
It'd be an homage. Yeah,
absolutely.
And if it is, it'd be a great homage.
Right. I think you're right on, Brax, in terms of them kind of. I want them to tease like hints of mutants before we actually get to the movie. Just kind of like how they set up the Thor's hammer at the end of
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2, right? Like there can be like speakings of like, oh, this brawler who's like undefeated, or this mutant who has claws, or this guy who shoots laser
Captain
beams out of his
Marvel at the
eyes.
end of Infinity War.
Right. I think they should kind of set the table like that slowly, and kind of build the lore a little bit.
Yeah. One more thing we do know about it is we know they're developing it as a feature film. We don't know if they're obviously going theatrical or if they're going to Disney Plus, but so far it seems like Marvel's model has been, like, specifically with Disney Plus, it's just going to be long form shows, and this is developed as a feature. So we could pretty much rest assured that they're trying to develop this for theatrical. With that being said, if you kind of see what their model is with Disney Plus now, that they're feeding a show before the big movie comes. So we know that we're going to get some X-Men action before whatever this mutants project comes about. That we're going to see something on Disney Plus, setting the stage. Hopefully in Falcon and Winter Soldier in 2 weeks.
Well, they're doing Madripoor. I know that has some connections to Wolverine, and I know that there's some kind of plot line about some kind of biological weapon in there. I have a couple thoughts on that. It could be the same one that Crossbones was trying to steal in Captain America: Civil War, or it could be something X-Men related. So I think there's a chance we get some X-Men stuff. Plus, there was that recent thing where the Inhumans Twitter page shared the Falcon and the Winter Soldier trailer, the one that premiered at the Super Bowl. So it's a totally random thing that happened, but maybe they're trying to bring Inhumans back.
Well, wouldn't they with Miss Marvel, because she's Inhuman?
Right. So I think they're definitely going to try to go that route. I mean, especially just because of after what happened with the Inhumans series.
And we need Black Bolt for the Illuminati too. So they either give us, just forget that other thing ever existed and give us like a movie version, or
like they were supposed to do originally.
Yes.
Now, the Quicksilver deal does kind of dampen me, because I did want to kind of like pick and choose a couple of different characters from different parts of the Fox universe. Like, it would have been cool to bring back Magneto, or to bring back James McAvoy as Professor X.
Yeah.
How disappointed do you think the public's going to be after this episode? Just, what are you guys' predictions like? People are going to be upset about Evan Peters really being nobody?
I thought it was funny, but I don't have an attachment to the X-Men films.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
I think a lot will be disappointed. I'll just take that stance, just because I'm kind of disappointed.
Sure.
Like, they could have just chosen any other actor, but they decided to go with Evan Peters. They knew what they were doing, and just no really big payoff there. So
I wouldn't necessarily count it out, though, because we do have, like with Spider-Man, we know we're going to see some of these Fox guys. So I wouldn't, or Sony guys, I'm sorry. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's totally off the table. Like, this may have kind of been teasing, like, oh, versions of these guys exist in this universe. Like, it's obviously not Pietro, but it's essentially like a doppelganger type situation. So maybe we see something like that with the Multiverse of Madness.
Don't do that.
Right.
Don't give me hope.
Wait, so
Stop doing that.
Do you guys legit think the multiverse is going to get split up in Spider-Man 3 now instead of before? Because I mean, everyone was expecting that was a problem they're going to solve, but now it seems like that's where the problem is going to start.
I'm gonna guess that Spider-Man 3 is gonna start with him just being on the run, and then weird stuff starts happening, and by the end of it, like all he's trying to deal with this, and we maybe have like a post-credit scene of, oh, Wanda did do it while she was messing with the Darkhold, but obviously Spider-Man doesn't know what's going on because he's Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man. Yeah. All I'll say is I cannot wait for Spider-Man 3. I mean, this movie is going to be absolutely
Gonna make
bonkers.
so much money too. That movie's gonna
And as long as theaters are open, it's $1 billion guaranteed.
Now, yeah, the question is it going to be Endgame or is it going to be number 2?
Yeah.
Another thing, like there was a big promise that like people were saying that the action in the end of this was as big as Endgame. Did you guys hear that quote before?
No.
I don't know if I'd heard that one. I mean, the action was...
I've heard. There's been a lot of description. This is like the action is as big as Endgame. So I'm like, whoa. So that's why everyone thought there's going to be wizard on wizard action and blah 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 blah. But
I mean, there was some awesome action.
Yeah, but I don't see how you beat Endgame in a, like, no offense, but a TV series.
No doubt.
Even the biggest movies, I don't think can touch a lot of what Endgame did.
Yeah.
It's literally the biggest movie of all time.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Until Avatar 2 comes out.
Oh Lord. Did James Cameron just put his voice into your mouth? Because that's really unsanitary.
I'm trolling myself. I don't want that to happen either.
I mean, let's talk about
go ahead. Just real quick. We've been talking about Avatar 2 for what, a decade? I'll believe it when I see it.
It's actually happening.
It is.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
It's actually happening.
I know. It took long enough.
Monica Rambeau. What did you guys think about how her story ended up in the season finale?
Loved it. I loved every single part of it. I love that she is going up to meet with Fury. I am so excited that like led into not only Captain Marvel probably, but like probably something with Secret Invasion. I had zero expectation that she would be involved in that. So I just thought the whole thing was cool. And like you mentioned, Brax, it was like this sneaky origin story that was just fantastically done. And then at the end, when she like jumps in there with the kids, and that she has this like empathy towards Wanda. You know, everyone else is like, oh, she has some purpose, she's evil. And Monica's standing there like, how do you not feel bad about this? You know you would do it too.
And not just that, she has a deep connection with Wanda too, because she delivered her babies. Like that's wild. Like, you know what I mean? Like seriously. So like we like you were saying, like it would be interesting to see when they'll meet up again or what kind of project they could meet up again in. And I can't even imagine how it happened, but Secret Wars.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
With the Russos coming back, wink, wink. That'd be awesome, but I'm not expecting it.
I mean, wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. Would Secret Wars be the end game in terms of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Like, is it like
because
like if the the MCU?
I mean, we're going like way like down the road, right? But if you do Secret Wars, it's like Endgame, but plus you could bring in all. It's like Spider-Man 3 and Endgame because you could bring people from whatever dimension you could bring.
Right.
You could have Robert Downey Jr. and you could have Tom Cruise, Iron Man. You know what I mean? Together. You know what I mean? Like you could do.
I've heard rumors that they're gonna do that in Doctor Strange too, and I mean that'd be crazy.
I don't know what to expect anymore with Marvel. Yeah.
I'm done listening to YouTube theories. I'm done.
I barely want to put out YouTube theories.
I sort of love that everyone was like, it's Mephisto, and then here like zero mention.
Mephisto.
But I do think they still had a subtle nightmare hint when she was like basically like you're giving everyone nightmares or
well, they've said the word nightmare more than a handful of times in this series. I mean, he could come in the next couple of years in something. Maybe he's the villain of Doctor Strange too.
One of the best reveals in this episode was the Darkhold. I think
absolutely
for the Darkhold over, also Scarlet Witch getting her costume, but yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah. But the costume was badass.
It was.
I mean, we saw the Darkhold was it last episode? It was the episode before last, right? Right at the end when she went to
The second to last, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just watched it before I came here, and yeah, in her eyes when she's doing the Mind Stone experimentation.
Everyone
But
was
like in Agatha's basement, we saw the Darkhold, but they were never like, "Oh, this is the Darkhold." But the fact
They
that
didn't say anything about it.
Right, the fact that Agatha brought it in and then just very quickly had it stolen.
It's deep. It's deep. Too many sorcerers. Well, well, so this is what we're gonna do. Next week they're having the assembled, I guess like behind the scenes,
Like what they did with
for
Gallery
the show.
for the Mandalorian.
Exactly. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier. So what we're planning on doing is having this every week that they have actual episodes. We haven't decided quite if we're gonna do one for the assembled yet. That might just be determined more about like news throughout the week and stuff like that. But we'll definitely be doing one for Falcon and the Winter Soldier every single week, so that's gonna be fun. How are you guys liking this so far? You guys ready for the next series?
Bring it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Inject it into my veins.
It's gonna be interesting to get a grounded story now. It's gonna take it to a whole nother area.
I can't wait. The Falcon and Winter Soldier was the one I was most looking forward to, like when everything was first announced, when everything first came out. I mean, WandaVision was absolutely incredible, but I'm still pumped for this next one.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna enjoy the narrative better in Falcon and the Winter Soldiers because they're not really gonna do like. It was cool to see this shtick of the sitcoms in every decade, but it was just a lot of filler for me. But
TC wants to see somebody get punched.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna enjoy the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Don't we all?
More.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Bucky Falcon dynamic again. I mean, that's one of my favorite duos in the whole MCU.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm excited to see the mythology and the history of the Captain America super soldier serum being explored and all that. So,
yeah,
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I was talking to Brandon and reading up about that a little bit, and I was like, oh wow, this is really dark and interesting. So I'm really excited to see that because that is not what I expected after just watching the Captain America movies.
Yeah, I suggested it to Richard. I suggest anyone who doesn't know. I mean, most people are familiar, but if not, check out the Truth Red, Blue, and White. I think it's called Truth Run for Captain America. It's like the secret history of what happened with the super soldier serum. So
I'll definitely be checking that out soon.
And it totally makes sense when you see it, and then you go, "Oh no."
Yeah, like if they don't tackle it in the series, I think it would be more of a shock than if they do. So
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating addition to the whole mythology. So yeah, so Richard, do we have any other questions in the chat that we haven't addressed?
Shay, you mean episode 10 next week? No, I don't think there's gonna be episode 10. A couple Avatar 5 things. Let's see. I don't think it was the action, but the effects and CGI were as big as Endgame. Here's a good one. I wonder if Jimmy and Darcy would return as sword agents during the Nick Fury stuff when we see him again.
Oh, like recruited.
That could be cool.
That'd be cool. I want to see them together again. They are hilarious.
Me too. I love that combo.
Yeah, there would be
of them.
It'd be insane if they didn't find a place for him somewhere.
Yeah, I like Darcy a lot in this show. I think she's better in this show than she was in Thor. Yeah, I thought
she was given so much more to work with in this series, and especially because they made her a friggin' doctor. I mean, that helps out a ton.
I love that have fun in prison, and then it's like
it's amazing.
She leaves. It's like, where's Darcy? She said that debriefs are for the week. I'm like, that's amazing.
That was classic Darcy.
She's like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get in trouble for something if I stick around, so I'm out.
Right. Oh man.
All right. Well, hey, let's wrap it up for this week, and let's get ready for the long haul. We got lots of Marvel in our future. So,
yes.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this edition of the Illuminerdi Marvel Watch Along. There'll be many, many more to come. And I'm Braxton Timberlake. You are
Richard Evans.
And you are
TC.
And you are
Caitlin Tyrrell.
There we go.
And you are Mephisto.
Till next time.
Mephisto.
See you guys.
All right.
Take care, y'all.
Bye.